So in this episode, we're going to be working on the Dodge Ram, my 2010 Dodge Ram that I won at an auction. The truck that has a fair bit of rust on it that originally you guys saw me attempt and actually do a fairly good job of replacing the roof. I did a pretty good job, turned out great actually, really impressed. And then today on the episode, we're going to be tackling the front end. So there's definitely no question when I looked at this truck and the online pictures that there was quite a bit of rust. When we got it home, we realized that most of the panels had rust, which was not great. A couple areas that I wanted to try to focus on. The two front fenders were Swiss cheese, basically. But getting fenders was reasonably affordable, and there was plenty around. The other thing was the driver's side door. The driver's side door had a rust hole. Not quite a hole yet, but it was all the way through on the inside and outside. It was rusted. And the problem with the doors is that with the layers on the inside, you would never repair that rust. You could never get rid of it. Your only way to fix that is to replace the door. So I kind of wanted to get these things sorted, because if I did that, then the whole front half of the truck essentially was kind of repaired and looked like a truck. We're starting to make it look like a real truck. So first I wanted to tackle the fenders. And first I wanted to try to find a set that were already painted with my paint code. Mine's that black pearl PXR paint code. Really nice black pearl, but trying to find the exact fenders that were in great shape that I could buy off from a wrecker or from Facebook Marketplace. After weeks and weeks of searching, it just wasn't happening. So I decided to go with aftermarket on that. One of the local wreckers in our city, they had plenty of aftermarket fenders, both left hand and right hand. Listed for $325. They ended up getting it to me for $300 each, so that was fairly easy, pain-free, and a decent deal. So $600 for new fenders up front, which would replace the massive holes. Especially the passenger one was brutal. The driver's side was also equally as bad. So that automatically is going to transform the look of the front of the truck. And then the other thing I just needed to find was that driver's side door. So coming through Facebook Marketplace, I ended up finding a driver's side door from a guy that actually hit a deer with his Ram, and he was just selling the panels that he had left that weren't totally destroyed. And he had a mint condition driver's side door. Now the only issue is it wasn't quite the right color. It was a gray color, but that wasn't that big of an issue. I just figured if I have to get the front fenders painted, the aftermarket ones that I picked up, I'll just drop off the door at the same time and get that painted as well. And at least all of that's painted and ready to be assembled. All this stuff is brand new to me. I'm not a body man, and I've never worked on a Dodge Ram before. So I was going to instill the help of my little brother-in-law, who grew up working with my father-in-law at his shop. He's been in the trade for 14 years, and he's done so many of these he could literally do them in his sleep. So we drove out to my father-in-law's shop and decided that we would just pull up in front of the shop so we're not taking up his shop space and disrupting the flow of his shop, and just kind of do it in the driveway in front of the overhead doors of his shop, because we figured we could probably get this done realistically within the hour, really quickly, and kind of make a go of it without bugging him too much in his business. He's a busy man as it is.
All of a sudden, nothing fucking
that's good. Okay. There we go. Okay, and there's this weird foam liner for sound deadening that was in there and wind noise. So now that that's out, we can take a look inside here, and there should be one more bolt. Where is it? Oh, right there. One more bolt. Armor coat. See how good this works. Definitely gonna be testing this out. Oh yeah, it's kind of thick too. Yeah, it's super thick. This will probably work okay.
Just smoosh your fender on it.
Yeah. That should protect that area not too bad. Area we gotta put the fender on, which is good. Yeah, this stuff's not too bad, man. I'm fairly impressed. This stuff did a pretty good job.
You're pretty much going to line it up exactly with where the old fender was.
Okay.
So you can see the lines of where the paint went, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And like this circle, for example, is going to be a hole in that other fender.
Okay.
Get those to line up and it should pretty much be exact. But there might be a little bit of dicking around, but not too bad.
Should pretty much be bang on.
Yeah.
Exciting.
And that bolt came out okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't
Good.
too bad. You champion.
Yeah.
Beauty. Interesting.
Yeah, that other door is all apart. It's just the shells, so take everything off. So.
And here we go. Here's the final look. After replacing those front panels, the whole front half of this truck really looks like we have a real truck, which is great. Really thankful to my father and brother-in-law, and glad that we got to get that complete. So we're one step closer to having a truck that looks like a truck. anyways, guys, I hope that was helpful to you. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Cheers.